All right, folks, we're going to do a very casual on the fly thing. Excuse the back of my head. Radiant Acoustics sent me the Clarity 6.2 to experience, not necessarily review, but what I'm going to do is just show you how they sound. This video is going to get copyrighted, flagged. I'm going to play some music from Spotify. Yes, I know. Give me a rest about Spotify. We're going to pull this volume down to about 30 on the preamp. We're going to turn on some of the streaming. The streaming will be handled by the Weem Pro Plus. I'm going to go through my discovery weekly instead of doing it live. And we're going to start and see what happens. Streamer is already going, but I don't hear any sound. All right, that means the connection failed. All right, so that needs to restart. It's a problem with some of these streaming apps. All right, we're gonna go from the beginning of the playlist and just see what happens. I'll turn it up a little bit. I think there's a lot of jazz on here this time. Hopefully my head isn't in the way, but we'll get a good listen of some of these songs and see what happens. I'm just gonna restart this, because this app is completely out of control right now. All right, let's turn this up. So some information about the system that's playing. It is the Radiant Acoustics Clarity 6.2s. The SVS SB1000 Pros are on. There's two subs. It's tuned to 70 degrees for the bass. It helps with the nodes in the room. There's more impact. However, I don't think these speakers really need it. They already play pretty low, as we can hear. Now I'm going to quickly scroll through these. It's all going to get copyright flagged. So just let me know what you think it sounds like, and we'll go from there. How about that? We're sitting about 5 or 6 degrees off axis. I am on axis vertically to the tweeter, but they are towed out about 5 degrees-ish. Aaron's Audio Corner already has patterns and measurements for these, so you can check out Aaron's Audio Corner if you want more information about them. Wow, there's a lot of bass on that. Mostly because of the subwoofers, I think. Oh, that's fun. Almost too much bass. All right, let's switch the song up. Adam Ben Ezra. All right, let's see what you got. These tweeters are really nice, actually. Creates like a depth in the soundstage. Very clear. Still almost too much bass. I'm tempted to turn these subwoofers off. Alright, I convinced myself I'm going to turn the subwoofers off. Alright, subwoofers are off. I can already tell these speakers are not in the best location for bass. A lot of the bass that we were hearing was coming from the subwoofers, which tells me that these bookshelves are too far away from the walls by quite a bit. So this isn't a really great location for their demo. I will have to be honest about what I'm hearing in that regard. Maybe move the towers out of the way again. Although I don't want to. So in terms of their mid-range, staging, and clarity, this is a nice demo. The bass is being crippled by the fact that they're 3 feet from either wall. However, the bass drum impact is actually pretty good. And the texture is actually very good in that bass. And that bass guitar. Speaking of bass guitar, alright, we're getting some more depth there. I can hear it. Excellent articulation. Damn, that's a good song. Yeah, I think these speakers would do well with a little bit better positioning. Back into the room, closer to the wall. Well, they have a fantastic staging and imaging. Wow, you can actually hear the depth of the bass drum in that one. In my other room where I was listening to these, they actually sounded quite the same. You could hear the depth of the capability of their depths in the other room on the other system. And the amps weren't even as good. Here I'm getting a little bit more air on the top end, and the definition is better on the bass. Tell that they need a little bit of power though. I'm at 50 on my preamp, which is unusual for me. It's not at all stressing the speakers whatsoever. They're barely loud. If I got a dB meter right now, it probably wouldn't be very high. So let's do that. Let's open up the decibel meter. There you go. My voice is actually the louder thing in the room. It's my speaking makes it 79. Otherwise, it's only about 70 in here. clearly I don't listen very loud. Pretty good sound though. I like it. Clear, articulate, spatial, very nice sound. Feed it a bit more power and I think these will come alive, which is entirely possible. I just typically don't do that. I will redo a test later on, move everything around once again, which I really don't want to do, but I will do. It's a lot of work. But for the sake of a correct demo, I do want to move them. I want to see how good they can get in here. Well, also the recording level, you can hear from song to song it changes. But I can't hear any of the bass in this one, so it's very strange. Oh, did I? Just checking. Everything seems to be fine. I mean, the phase in the mid-range is perfect, but some of the bass is just lost in this scenario. My room definitely has problems, so I'm not blaming the speakers. It's so funky. What a gem. So many layers in this song. I typically don't even like horns, but these are smooth. And all of the percussion cues in the background are actually really nice. Yeah, these AMTs are really good. Create this very sort of like fluid image in the front with nothing lost. Very cool. All right, we're gonna give it one last or two last songs, then we'll end this clip of browsing. There's probably a lot more on the list, but I don't want to spend too much time doing it. I have a live to prepare for, so I want to make sure everything is going well first. Then I have 2 videos to upload, thumbnails to make. You know how it is. I may do those for tomorrow. Do the live first. I'm going to be talking about these, so you will have already heard me talk about them. And then you'll have heard them in this demo, so that's pretty cool. I don't know anything about any of these songs. These are all new for me. Interesting sounds. Very atmospheric. All right, on board. Let's try one more and then we'll get out of here. That's better. good. I like that. Wow. I'd say that was a pretty successful demo session. Now, I'm streaming from Spotify through the Weem Pro Plus into the Rotel RC1590 preamp into the Orchard Audio Star Crimson monoblocks, premium monoblocks, updated power supply, that kind of thing, better chassis. Radiant Acoustics, Clarity 6.2s, playing through Spotify. Now, I know that's not the highest hi-fi, but let's be real. If I was playing Tidal or Qobuz, do you think you could hear the difference through YouTube, my camera mics, your speakers? You probably couldn't hear the difference. Just for song, whatever you can hear in this recording, that's essentially just the point. I've never heard these songs. It's more like music discovery for me with the Radiant Acoustics. So that's the point of the video. Hopefully it was entertaining. You let me know what you think, and then we'll talk about them much more. I plan to have them around for a little while and run them through their paces, see if I can't get some more juice out of them. I'm noticing that the bass is not as predominant without the subwoofer. The subwoofers are doing a lot of work in here because I've had to tune them, phase correct them for the room itself. So I think these are going to be better off further into the corner using a little bit of room tuning. The Bucart A10s did much better when they were in the towers position, so I'm going to have to do that and then come back and talk about what I think of them from that position. So anyways, that's enough for me. I'll see you in the next video. You'll have to deal with me walking up to turn my camera off, and I'll see you in the future.